Morning, new video, welcome back. I am Axel Munktell, I'm 26 years old. I live in Stockholm, Sweden, and I train for my first ever Ironmans, the 7.3 and the full distance one. And I have the first one, the half distance, in about 4 weeks, and then the full distance is in the middle of August. But I've been training now for over 10 months and building a strong base, and we're going for sub 5 and sub 10 for the races. So yeah, a lot of work has been put down and is needed to be put down the upcoming weeks as well. But welcome back, and welcome to you if you're new here. Now I'm out walking. As you can see, time is 6:03 a.m. and I'm gonna go to the gym now and do a workout. And it's quite nice. I have the gym about a 5-minute walk away from my apartment, so it's gonna be great. Hopefully there's not a lot of people. We'll see. So gym is now done, about 50 minutes. Some great exercises that will make me stronger in like the run, swim and bike, and every three of them combined. So great workout. Alex is planning my strength work as well, so just have to show up, do the things, and be happy, kind of. But I usually add or maybe switch out a few of the exercises for some others that I think is good as well, and a bit dependent on how much people there is at the gym as well. But I love this start of a new week and a new day, and it's a beautiful morning, quite warm, a bit humid. It was very warm at the gym, so just walking in my t-shirt and shorts now. But yeah, only have a few minutes home, so this will be a great day. I'm gonna get a haircut this afternoon, and then I'm gonna go to the pool, do I think it's 3.5k, so big swim. We'll see how my shoulder's holding up since I did a swim yesterday, but take it as it comes, I guess. But yeah, let's go. Oi, oi, oi. Thursday now, a bit tired. 3:40 p.m. Have 2 more meetings. One at 4 p.m. and one at 4:30 p.m. for a few minutes each, and then I have a big run to do, 4 times 3k at about 4 pace, and then 1k slow in between or something like that. It will be a total of about 18k this evening. Big workout, but it's a beautiful evening, quite warm, 18 degrees, sun, blue sky, so we'll enjoy it. Training so far this week have been both great, both not so great. The swimming sessions have not been the best. The first one I did on Monday, I started off, felt okay, and then when I stood at the the start of the pool, like during my rest, I started to get some small nosebleeds, so I aborted the session from there. And then on yesterday morning, I were at the pool, had quite a big session to do, but yeah, my shoulder were not feeling that great, and I didn't want to push it, so I ended up also quitting that session earlier than planned. But I think that's a wise choice. I still managed to do about 1.5k each session, and then I went for a complimentary or a extra gym session yesterday evening to work on my weak spots, do a bunch of these good exercises for my knees, hips, shoulders, and so on. So still have done good training. And then I have, of course, a bunch of training left this week. It's only Thursday, and I haven't done the session for today yet. But yeah, it's going to be great. Around a 13-hour training week again, but I'm excited for it. It doesn't look like it's gonna be that great of a weather this weekend though, so I'm not that excited on maybe have to do the 4-hour bike ride on the trainer. So hopefully I can time it right and do it when there's no rain. It can rain a bit, but not too much. Then it gets a bit too cold, I think. Well, we'll see. Like I got a quite an interesting question on my last blog from someone that commented first that it's amazing how much you can get done in a week, and yes, that's true, but it takes quite a lot of planning, structure, and discipline to do it all. Since I work full time, I train quite a lot. I do this YouTube channel and I do a bunch of other content stuff, and then I also work on my own business idea, registering a company, and all around that takes quite a lot of time. And traveling a bit. I were in Gothenburg last week and traveled back home, and you hear it's quite a lot on the agenda, but with the right planning and structure, you can get a lot of things done. The same person asked what was about my like recovery routine and injury prevention, and I have a few injuries. I have and are dealing with quite a lot, especially like my knee and the shoulder, right? But I also had the problem with the heel earlier this year. But I don't have any like super special routine or anything like that. I tend to do some warm-up drills before my runs and for the swim and the bike. Easy movements just to get the body going essentially. And then I have a few more specific exercises for the shoulder parts and a stretching exercise for my knee and also for the hip. And I do those a few times per week, and that has essentially made me keep going in a way. And I try to stop, as I've done with the swim session this week. When it's starting to feel too much, I stop, take some rest. Maybe I do a bit more of just kicking exercises and adjust the workouts depending on that. I've done a bike ride instead of a run a few times. Um, so there's no super way of preventing yourself from injuries, right? But I tend to eat great. One thing I have to improve is my sleep. I tend to sleep a bit too less. About 6 hours per night is my average. I think I would need to bring that up to at least 7. I'm working on that, but I eat a lot and try to eat as clean as possible, but a lot, like a lot of fruit, vegetables, meat, any kind, chicken, rice, barely eat any pasta, potatoes, and then I eat some ice cream here and there and some good stuff as well. But and otherwise, like supplements wise, I take magnesium, creatine in the mornings. But there's no special from my end. I have a few injuries I'm dealing with, but I'm telling my coach how I'm feeling, and he can adjust the schedule around that. And sometimes I don't even notice that he have changed anything in the workouts. Maybe in the swim, he've changed that up to include more kicking variations instead of putting too much pressure on the shoulder parts. So yeah, and then of course I've had a few weeks where I barely couldn't run anything or swim anything, but I've I've been going now for so long. It's like week 40 now, and I've built this base that we haven't overtrained. We have been keeping a steady level for a long time, and because of that I've built this base level. So if I'm having a few weeks or a few sessions a bit lower in intensity, or haven't met the target for that session, it won't affect my overall outcome that much. But I have a few like other recovery routines. I do some foam rolling sometimes. I have my massage gun, and have been to a massage. I try to sit in a sauna at least once per week, either at the pool here, I did it yesterday morning, or at the hotel when I'm in Gothenburg. Try to do that at least once a week. And yeah, it's keeping me going, right? It's keeping me going. Try to get enough protein in. I'm focusing a lot on protein and clean eating. Essentially, I think that is helping a lot with the training. Making sure I'm fueling the sessions before, during, and after, and are not trying anything new when it comes to the fuel I use. I use NeverSecond's products, and then I tend to eat a normal food like bananas, rice cakes, and stuff like that I'm used to eating, peanut butter, honey, stuff like that. But it's good sources of energy, and yeah, I don't think there's more crazier than that. Essentially, I would need to up the notch in my rehabilitation of the shoulder and the knee, but we are managing it in a way. Of course, I had to quit early during the swim session, and I have felt it a bit more lately because that the workouts have been bigger. But right now, to be honest, I don't have the financials or the economy to go and get help and exercises and that way too often, because it's quite expensive to do. And I try to maximize what I have at the moment, do the exercises I do, think of warm up, cool down, eating right, have to be sleeping better. But when I get in a better financial state in life, I will take a lot more help from professionals and rehab professionals, and do that a lot more for the injury prevention. But I guess that's it about injury prevention recovery routine. Nothing crazy really. But if you asked the questions on the last video, if you have any more questions about this, more specific questions that I should answer, write them in the comments down below, or send me a DM on Instagram. That's okay as well, and we can take it there in private if you would prefer that. That's a bit about that. Now we'll have a meeting in a few minutes, and then it's run time. It's about 2:30 Saturday now, and I'm gonna go to the spa with Niklas now. Be there for about 2-3 hours or something, hang out. So that's gonna be a lovely afternoon, some recovery for sure. I am in need of that. I've done 2 sessions this morning already, 2.5k ish, just under, in the pool, 3 times 500 at race pace, and then 4 times 100 even faster. And then I did 14k run at 5:20 pace. I shortened it with about 5k because I started to feel my hip and knee again in the way I haven't felt before. So not great, but it's feeling okay now. I've done some stretching, some mobility work, and some massage gun, so I've done everything I can for now. Yeah, I'm headed to the train now. We'll be there in about 20 minutes at Vitalize, and then it's spa time, so gonna enjoy for sure. I'm out here now. I've done, let's see where I'm at. I've done 1 hour, 24 minutes, 43k, averaging 30.7 kph. But I'm mostly looking at the wattage, right, or the power. And I've been averaging 193 watts for now. And like the first 50 minutes ish is just like cycling roads, getting out from the city. And now I've had about 30 minutes or so at some good roads, so now I am able to get the power up a bit. I want it to be about 220, 210 maybe. So we'll have to work my way up a bit, but it will be fine. But look how beautiful. So nice, peaceful out here. I'm gonna eat a small little bar and then crack on. I will do 4 hours in total, and yeah, so have some Ks left to do. But I'm averaging about 90 grams of carbs per hour. This is my plan today, to see how I'm feeling. I will probably need to go up a bit higher during the races, but yeah, for now 90 grams of carbs today. And I will probably stop to buy some snacks at the grocery store a bit later on, maybe a Coke or something to top it up. But yeah, now time to enjoy. Quite a big week again. Just under 14 hours, 13 hours, 58 minutes. So that's 2 weeks in a row with 14. That's really great. But to give you the splits of the week, I've done 3 hours and 15 minutes of running. Great. 1.5 hours of swimming. A bit less than planned, almost an hour less than planned, but still all right. And then on the bike, I've done 7.5 hours. So that's great as well. And then weight training, 1 hour and 45 minutes. So great week, really happy, solid week. I took actually one day completely off. I said that we're gonna do quite a big run on Thursday evening, but I ended up working a bit too long, or I had a few more tasks to do after that. So I decided to postpone the run for Friday because we had a day off from work. So I did it on Friday. Went great, tough session, that one, 4 times 3K at 4-minute pace ish, 4:10. But I got it done, and then I went for a gravel ride, super nice. And now it's only 4 weeks left until the first race of the season, the 70.3 in Jönköping. And really excited, really excited. And now, you see, I'm here editing the YouTube video you're watching now, actually. And yeah, hopefully gonna get it out on Tuesday evening. That's the plan. But now I'm gonna end it here. Thank you for watching once again. And if you've come this far, I would very much appreciate if you could leave me a like and also subscribe to my channel. And then I will see you in the next one. Peace.